scary, as Meghan's shaken up, as a rare UN footage shows Meghan hurls a bottle of water on a woman's face behind her. Meghan is infamous for her rude attitude and her cruel treatment of people. There are many videos of Meghan slapping her co-stars, pouring hot water on the staff, and teasing children. The most obvious proof is in the United Nations headquarters. The incident occurred on July 18th. Ms. Markle was on the UN General Assembly in New York City, US, to support Prince Harry as he delivered the keynote address. As a video captured during the event showed the Duchess turning around to a woman who is coughing behind her and hurling a water bottle in her face, as she is also seen tugging at her hand and shouting at her. Furthermore, Meghan Markle allegedly uses controlling gestures on Prince Harry while the pair were sat together at the UN. There was a footage showing a moment of conflict between the couple. The Sussexes sitting together shortly before Harry had made his speech, where Meghan had reached for her husband's arm. Meghan goes and grabs his hand, and you can confirm that Harry was still smiling at the moment, as he described. The moment she touches his hand, what happens with his expression? It changes completely, looking the other way, like hiding his expression from Meghan. She grabs his hand in a controlling gesture, and you can see that her hand is absolutely covering him. He looks away, and he lets go of it. He takes his hand away, like "don't run my hand." And in the clip, Meghan can be seen to take Harry's arm, cuddling it with both hands, examining further. Jesus suggested that Harry began to look nervous. He is usually stiff, and like this neck, it is totally straight. It is not moving that much. Meghan Markle has been accused of attempting to rewrite history and dismissing every bit of criticism leveled at her. The Daily Express, royal correspondent Richard Palmer, had picked apart Meghan's Spotify series Archetypes. As a latest episode, the Duchess of Sussex said that she was told by a prominent and unnamed woman not to give up on her activism once she had married into the royal family. Royal Roundup host Pandora Forth asked Miss Palmer, "You said last week that when you go into detail of a lot of things she had said, they are not true." As the royal correspondent responded, the podcast has caused quite a lot of entertainment, because in every episode, it looks like Meghan is attempting to rewrite history. She is presenting every bit of criticism that was leveled at her: misogyny, racism, sexism, and so on. She has talked about being labeled as difficult. She has talked about activism this week. Mr. Palmer continued, she had said that a very prominent individual had begged her to continue her activism just before she got married to Prince Harry. But the thing is, the female members of the royal family often do campaign and carry out activism, increasingly so. As in this reign, we will see a style of monarchy full of campaigns, except for the monarch herself. Meghan is an activist for women's causes, but so is the Queen Consort. And so is Sophie, the Countess of Wessex. At the end of her podcast, Meghan told the listeners, a very, very influential and inspiring woman, who, for her own privacy, I won't share who it was with, you had said to me, "I know that your life is changing, but please, don't give up on your activism." And I kept doing the work for women and girls because it matters. And yes, but also because she encouraged me to do so. And the collective voice of all of us telling each other that matters, it is perhaps the point. As there is safety in numbers, but there is also strength in numbers. Mr. Palmer also told the Royal Roundup that the royal family thinks that the Sussexes' celebrity currency is already plummeting. He said, there is a belief in the palace that time goes on, their currency will devalue, as they will struggle to get attention, and they won't be in the case with the memoir. This comes as Meghan's podcast series had plummeted in the charts again, after initially reaching #1 on Spotify.